Man, what a night. Hey everybody, this is Go-Kart Spartan, and I'm here to talk about Wrestlemania. And bro, we started off rocky. Saturday was pretty rocky. I ain't gonna hold you. Saturday was pretty mid. Like, you know, I wanted Randy to win, but it looked like his back was hurting him. And like he was generally in a lot of pain in that ring. And I knew that he was gonna lose just based on the level of pain that he was actually in. And the match still needed to go forward, and the way Cody was moving in the match, I'm like, all right, Randy's probably going to lose, because if his back is hurting like that, they ain't going to give him the belt. That's just how I felt about that. Like, I just honestly, like, in my mind, I was like, I don't think he's going to win, because that looked serious. Like, that pain looked serious. I'm gonna hold you, that pain really did look serious on Randy. And Randy took there was a lot of spots that he took in the match. There's a lot of throws and slams that I don't think that he necessarily needed to do. Like, when he was on the top rope like that, I think Randy was just trying to prove himself to himself that he could do it, more or less. And he's just, damn, man. It's just, when I look at it, we're getting old, guys. We saw our wrestlers, and this WrestleMania taught me more or less, like, it's just literally a new generation of wrestlers right now. All the old heads got defeated. CM Punk, defeated. Brock Lesnar, bested. Randy Orton, demolished. And more or less, you know, I'm glad that I've been here for this long, man. To see someone like Cody Rhodes, Stardust, defeat Randy Orton like that. To see the beast Brock Lesnar be conquered by Oba Femi. Oba. I think Oba Femi's dance, his strut that he goes into the ring, if you really think about it, it's just the Joy Boy dance. He's just doing the Joy Boy dance, bro. Like, it's almost the same thing, and I fuck with it heavy. I love Oba Femi, bro. Oba Femi, that match with Oba and Brock, upon second watching, I cried. The first time I teared up a little bit because I didn't expect him to do that, so it caught me off guard. But now I was just thinking about Brock Lesnar's career as a whole, just the dominant force that he was. Like, he's not a creature that loses often. And more or less, I was just like, It was just beautiful to see another monster be born. Another monster be put on a pedestal, because Oba Femi has everything. He has the crowd behind him. He's brilliant and freaking a demon in the ring. And his mic skills are impeccable. Nah, son. When Oba Femi came at Paul Heyman, and he came like this, bro. He said, I am the ruler. I am the mountain that you cannot climb. And if you were honest, you would say that your client, Brock Lesnar, is scared of Oba Femi. I was like, nah, bro. He's the one. He's the one, bro. He's the one to do it. And to do it with the Undertaker's moves. To do it with the Undertaker's moveset. The choke slam in the last ride ended the beast. The same moves that he conquered way back when Brock Lesnar was bested by Oba Femi, and it was just amazing. Another match that really impressed me was Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio, because Dominic Mysterio is just little figure in WWE. He's Ward Baelish if he was a wrestler, bro. And like, you know, like, he was putting on a show for a while. Dominic Mysterio was wilder in that ring. But when Finn Balor got up looking like a demon, bro, and when he charged at him, bro, for some reason, it was like Thrag versus Invincible, because I actually looked, when he hit him, I looked at, like, the makeup that he had, and I realized this nigga got a Venom. He got a Venom thing going on. Like, he got a mouth open thing. Like, bro, in mid-combat, that shit looked fire, son. And then Finn Balor, when Finn Balor put him on them chairs, he stepped on that nigga, I was like, ah! Poor Lord Baelish. Oh well. All my favorite characters losing tonight. Rogue Exio lost too. Nah, mommy beat Jade Cargill. I love Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill is one of my favorite female wrestlers of all time. Rhea Ripley's one of my favorite female wrestlers of all time. You put them together, you get Rogue Exio. And I'm just like, damn. I pick? Do I pick mommy or the one that looks like mommy? No! It was an impossible choice for Go-Kart Spartan. What do I do? Mommy or mommy? They're both mommy. I went with Jade. And Jade lost. Because Rhea really wanted it. You gotta understand. When WrestleMania come around, Rhea Ripley become a bloodhound. She gonna be in that title scene one way or another. Period. She's just gonna be in that title scene. And she beat Jade. And it happened, man. Like, you know, I'm not too happy about it. I'm seething a little bit. You know what? It is what it is. I'm just happy that we got a good show. We got a great freaking performance. Liv versus Stephanie Valkyria. I wanted Liv Morgan to win. I don't know. I understand that Stephanie Valkyria is probably a better wrestler than Liv Morgan, but sometimes I don't care if the wrestler is good or not. I just care about the character, son. And Liv Morgan's character is hilarious, so I wanted her to win. So I'm glad my girl Liv won. That made me happy. That made my night that night. Even though my boy Randy lost, that made me sad. I'm a sad Go-Kart Spartan. But nah, son. It was just a really, it was good. I mean, yesterday, on Saturday, well, technically 2 days ago, because I'm recording this at 5:23 a.m. in the morning right now. But technically, the first night, bro, I went on YouTube after the first night of WrestleMania, and it was a shitstorm out here. They were over here shitting on WrestleMania. They thought it was the end. They thought it was terrible. It was horrible. But now people are saying WrestleMania is good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed at least the second part of it and parts of the first one. Now they got a term because of the thing that happened with Jey Uso and Cameron. They have a term for fucking it's called Saturday WrestleMania, niggas. Now I guess it was always like a pecking order that Sunday was always going to be the bigger show than Saturday, but now it seems to be more so out in the open. Well, let's finish talking about what was going on with this WrestleMania. Now, I saw CM Punk and I saw Roman Reigns. Now, I wanted Roman Reigns to win because if a lion could ever be a human being, he would either be Roman Reigns. He would be Roman Reigns. Look at him. He looks like Mufasa and Scar had a love baby, bro. Like, nah, son. Roman Reigns was going to freaking win, son. I mean, CM Punk is a great wrestler, man. But I wanted Roman to win. I ain't gonna hold you. I like Roman Reigns. He's the tribal chief, bro. That's my tribal chief right there. Man, I wanted him to win, to be honest. Like, I like CM Punk, but I don't like him more than Roman Reigns. And when Roman Reigns hit him with that spear looked like it came like lightning, my nigga. That shit looked like a jutsu. And, bro, it was funny because prior to that, like, CM Punk hit him, and then he leaves his laid on. You can tell CM Punk was just exhausted. He was tired. But nah, my boy Roman hit him with that spear. Give me that belt. It don't belong on your waist. It belongs on mine. Bring back the belt to royalty, son. Cody got his belt. And I'm going to be honest, this is something that I'm going to have to come to terms with. Because for the longest, I was not the biggest Cody Rhodes fan because you got to look at it from my point of view. I'm a wrestling fan, but I'm like a passive wrestling fan. I like come and go as I please. Like, there were whole sections and years in wrestling that I wasn't even watching. Like, there was whole, like, that's why, like, for, like, the entire strip of the Shield and all of that, I probably wasn't watching wrestling at that point. Like, I probably dabbled. But the point is, I didn't necessarily see Cody Rhodes rise. I heard about it. I didn't witness it. Well, I kind of did because I was hearing about it. I was hearing about him in the indie scene like that. But I wasn't looking for it. I'm a Power Ranger Game of Thrones guy. So it's more or less like I was in Westeros chilling with Cersei and Littlefinger and the Lannisters. Why do I like villains so much? But the point is, I was in Westeros chilling with the Lannisters, Starks, Targaryens, and Baratheons the entire time. And prior to that, I was in freaking Bon Tom's True Blood. The thing is, I like a lot of things. I be in all types of places. I be in Whole Cake Island. I be in the Hidden Leaf sometimes. Sometimes I be chilling at the Juice Bar, Angel Grove, bro. Like, man, sometimes I go to Castle Oblivion or the World That Never Was. Like, Go-Kart Spartan has a lot of interest. There's a lot of things that I like. So wrestling, I come back and forth with it. That's why I make wrestling videos where I discuss things that happen in wrestling, but I don't really make them that often unless something profound happens. Unless unless it just more or less, I felt like it was just necessary for me to speak on it. And this WrestleMania is definitely necessary for me to speak on because I enjoyed a lot of things. I felt a lot of emotions. I felt happiness, excitement, boredom, hatred, love, anger, sadness, all types of shit throughout this entire WrestleMania. And that's why I kind of like the fact that the first show was so bad and the second one was so good. Because the first show being bad made us expect the second one was being bad. So we just came in there just like, shit gonna be ass. And then it wasn't ass. And we was like, oh, it's not ass. Great. Amazing. Keep doing that. But don't do it too often. Mix it up a little bit. Sometimes make the first show better and then the second one could be ass. Or maybe they both could be good. I don't want no more wrestling because a lot of people complain about wrestling just in general. Just, Triple H, TKO, the board of directors, them being $3 billion in debt and all that, and them just turning this into a bunch of commercials and stuff. And the first half, from what I can gather, everybody was complaining about the commercials. In fact, me and my friends went outside several times and came back because there were so many commercials. That's what ended up happening while we was watching WrestleMania yesterday. So more or less, it is a lot of commercials. It is a lot of things going on, and a lot of people was mad about Pat McAfee being in the match. And I'm gonna be honest. This is why I said I'm a passive observer. Because when Pat McAfee came to the ring with Randy Orton, for me, like, I didn't know who he was. He was just some dude with glasses saying all the things that we don't like about the wrestling industry. And I was agreeing with him. Like, yeah, I don't like those things. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. That's happening. So, with no context from the internet at all, when I watched Pat McAfee's segment with Randy, I thought it was fine. I was like, oh, so he has some type of little Weasley assistant for him. Fine, cool. And then I go online and everybody hated it. I'm like, oh shit, yeah, damn. And to be honest, I could understand why I didn't like that. Because this nigga didn't need to be here. It could have just been Randy and Cody. Randy and Cody got history for years. The story writes itself. We don't need Pat McAfee. They want to insert celebrities in here and stuff, and that's what it is. And I didn't even know he was, because like I said, if you think I'm a I don't know who that nigga is. He was a football player, and I don't know none of them niggas either. Bro, I can't, if you put a gun to my head and tell me to name 10 football players, I'm dying. Not even. You could ask me to name 3. Boom. Dead. On the floor. So, like, I'm not gonna know who the fuck Pat McAfee is. Even if he did anything outside of that shit. I don't follow, like, celebrities like that. Like, I do and I don't. Like, you gotta be on my radar. He's not on there, so I didn't know who the fuck he was. And apparently he ruined shit because, like, people didn't like this segment. People didn't like him in it. And, like, me personally, it probably would have been better without him. But since Randy lost anyway, I just don't give a fuck no more because I wanted Randy to win. If he was going to lose, then, like, my emotion in it is already dropped. My emotion for that match is already over. But everything else that happened in WrestleMania, it was great. I just wanted Randy to win. But, this is the passing of the torch WrestleMania right here. So you had to pass that to Cody. So for Cody Rhodes, it was like I come back into wrestling and I just start seeing Stardust just winning and just being the main character and stuff, and I'm like, okay, it's Stardust though. But at this point, Cody's Cody, man. I just want them to turn him heel at this point because I'm gonna be honest, the only time I started to lose faith in Randy Orton was when Cody started doing that blood thing, putting it on his chest. I smiled. I was like, yeah, be evil, do some evil shit. I want you to be a bad guy. You already dressed like Homelander, you may as well freaking go full hilt, please. I would love for that to be the case. I would have loved for that to be the case, but more or less, he still won. There's still time for him to turn heel. I mean, Randy Orton did the punt, but realistically, Cody literally got up and walked it, went right backstage after that. He'll be fine. Cody's gonna be alright. Even though the punt is back, but we'll see. Let me see what else happened. But yeah, just more or less, that was a good WrestleMania. I enjoyed what I saw. Bianca Belair came out on Saturday. She gonna give birth, so she's gonna bring a little beautiful child into the world. Congratulations to her. I wonder what's gonna happen with Jade Cargill now that she's not champion. What feud are they gonna put her in? And I wonder what's gonna happen with Rhea Ripley. And honestly, it would have been cool. This is something that I kind of, that I heard someone else say, but I kind of agree with, because they were saying that nobody cared about the Jay, the Rhea feud, which I definitely did. Like, you weren't speaking for Go-Kart Spartan. You were speaking for the opinions of what you thought others would. But no, point is, it would have been cool if Rhea and Io Sky were fighting for a belt, and Jade, Naomi, and Bianca were fighting for a belt. We couldn't get that because, you know, Naomi and Bianca's not here, so they did the best of what they could do. The reason why is because Io Sky is better than every woman in that locker room. Io Sky, bro, you could put a morpho on her, and she'll be indistinguishable from a Power Ranger, son. Io Sky, the way she moves in the ring, bro, the Asian women in wrestling, her and Asuka and the rest of them, they crazy. I love them, bro. The way they move around the ring, the shit that they do, bro. And Io Sky should have been on the card. Io Sky should have had a match. To be honest, why is she Rhea Ripley's little butler? Why is she Inkworth to Rhea Ripley's bajillionaire? Inkworth, you fool. But nah, son. Damn, I actually do like Inkworth now. That's crazy. Rare development for Go-Kart Spartan. But the thing is, sometimes with characters, my opinions can change. Just like my opinion for Inkworth Cosby. I still don't like that nigga, but still, because I wanted something different from Ikagen, which is why I created the Ikagen that I have now in Power Rangers Ultimate Universe. But if I had to equate feeling differently about a wrestler, Cody, I feel like he's a good wrestler. He's the face of the company, but I also feel like we need someone else to be the face, bro. Oba Femi looking kind of good right now. I mean, we still got Roman. Roman got mad years after him, so we still got Roman. I mean, Seth is still around. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about Seth Rollins versus Gunther. Seth. Now, this is how I feel about Gunther. The Ring General. I don't like him that much. I don't hate him. I just don't buy it. I don't buy that he's that strong, that he's that durable, that he can't be bested. His whole unbeatable stish it's not believable for me. I look at someone like Oba Femi and I believe it on first glance. Hell, Brock Lesnar, he doesn't look like a monster. Like, he looks like a monster in the Quasimodo sense, not in the Obelisk, the Tormentor, Broly, Ozaru, just big gorilla nigga sense. He doesn't have none of that. And for him to be the one retiring all these people, which is why I'm so glad that Brock let Oba do it. Because if he would have let Gunther do it, it would have just been another thing that Gunther did. And Seth Rollins, he choked out Seth Rollins in that match, Death Before Dishonor. That's how John Cena should have went out. John Cena should have went out that way. He should have went out that way, bro. Yo, Brock Lesnar had a better retirement tour than John Cena. We didn't even know he was getting one yet. We thought he'd probably hold off to SummerSlam, but he done took off his boots and he started crying. And him crying made me cry, because that's Brock Lesnar. That's basically that's like Madara crying, bro. Bro, on some real shit, if Madara started crying for no reason, I'd actually probably tear up too. I'm like, nigga, like, bro, when strong niggas cry, other niggas cry, bro. I'm nigga. That made me cry. That made me sad, bro. Because Brock Lesnar, you gotta understand, I love power. I love power. I love it. Nigga, my favorite show is Power Rangers. So, like, bro, Brock Lesnar just being this dominant force, this mighty. He was Broly if Broly was a fucking wrestler, bro. He defeated, bro, me, my girlfriend, and all my friends watched this nigga defeat The Undertaker. And we all thought The Undertaker was gonna win, because he always wins. It's WrestleMania. The Undertaker don't lose on WrestleMania. He's not gonna fucking lose. And Brock Lesnar hit this nigga so hard, The Undertaker back went sideways. And then Undertaker did one of these, and Brock Lesnar, yo, Brock, you gonna have to take me out, bro. I can't continue. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's still a dub to me, bro. Like, even because you got in this profession, You're putting your body on the line. So if injury does occur into the match and that goes the match, then that happened. That's canon now. That's written in stone. Just like I have to say the same thing with Randy Orton. He lost last night, Saturday, because of an injury, because his back was hurting. And Cody took the dub. That happens. So more or less, the world was shocked that night. We didn't know that The Undertaker was going to lose. I remember that black dude with the glasses, he became famous that night. He became, bro, and it's just more or less, he's just a dominant force, bro. Like, Brock Lesnar was I'm gonna be real, I enjoy John Cena coming back, but every single time Brock got in that ring and did anything, I enjoyed that vastly more than John Cena's retirement tour, because John Cena was out here looking like a fool, bro. This nigga went heel, and his opponents, I mean, he did fight Brock and he lost. That was supposed to happen. That's Brock Lesnar right there. Kakarot! Get body. But, I mean, it would have been cool if John Cena would have defeated the Beast back then, but the way I look at it, that wasn't his battle to conquer. That was Oba's. So I'm glad that they gave it to Oba. But more or less, like, man, Brock's just a force, bro. Just watching him throughout the years. When his theme music hits, I get dopamine receptors in my brain activate, bro. And I start getting hype because I know a nigga about to get beat up, bro. And you know what makes Brock Lesnar so cool? He's so strong and so powerful that he don't talk like that. He ain't got much to say. He got a mouthpiece in the form of a human being named Paul Heyman. And Paul Heyman is, Paul Heyman, he's like a Grand Maester, bro. Nah, that's what Paul Heyman is. He's his Grand Maester. He's a wise man, bro. Bro, he's the Grand Maester Parcell to Roman Reigns' Tywin Lannister, bro. He's literally, and for Brock Lesnar, bro, he's the Bobbity to Brock Lesnar's Majin Buu. That's what that is. Paul Heyman is such a good mouthpiece. Dopamine receptors activate when that nigga come to the ring and start talking. Just because that's Brock Lesnar's mouth right there. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and my client, Brock Lesnar, has defeated The Undertaker and taken down his undefeated streak. No one can defeat Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is strong. He is magnificent. He is divine. He is Targaryen blood running through his veins. Bro, Paul Heyman is fucking... I love Paul Heyman, bro. That's my god, bro. That's my dude. And he's still gonna be around. Paul Heyman gonna be around. And I'm calling it now. He gonna get the Oba. Eventually. Give it a couple of years, he gonna be right next to Oba. Or maybe another monster. They need to do something with Braun Strowman. They really need to do something with Braun Strowman. That spear was ass. He came to the ring and speared. I think he speared Seth. Yeah, he speared Seth. That spear was trash, bro. I'm like, what is he doing? He looked like a metalhead jumping into a mosh pit at a rock band. That was a botch right there if I've ever seen one, son. Unless they want to turn that into a move and it could just be a signature move specifically for him, mayhaps. And another match that I really enjoyed was Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn. I wanted Trick Williams to win because, bro, Trick Williams is one of the most trippiest wrestlers I've ever freaking seen, son. This nigga comes to the ring dripped in all white like Tommy Oliver, son. Looking cool with the sunglasses and his lemon pepper steppers. Wrestlers that got the crowd saying some shit behind them when they come to the ring. Like, he got that push, that trick. And he's just an arrogant, snarky individual, and I like that in my characters, bro. He reminds me of Lightning from Total Drama Island a little bit. Total Drama Island. Power Rangers. The thought just crossed my mind now, guys. So if you start seeing Heather and Duncan and them niggas there, it was this video that made that process. In fact, I'm gonna make a video about Total Drama Island after this. I might. Don't quote me on that, guys. But yeah, WrestleMania was just amazing, bro. My boy Cody, he won. Randy lost. Jade lost. Man. That made me sad. Jay losing and Randy losing made me sad. I enjoyed it. And I'm gonna call it now, guys. I'm gonna call it now. May the power protect you, now and always.